Well, hello folks. Now, have you ever thought about managing the Google Ad account in a way where everything happens by itself? Let's say the campaign in the account gets enabled on a particular date, or in fact, the campaign gets paused by itself. The ad group also gets paused by itself. Maybe the low performing keywords in the account also gets enabled or paused by itself. Now, this seems like a magic, but then we have a very important feature within the Google Ad account, which is called as Google Ads Automated Rules. Now, if I simply walk you through the definition of these automated rules, and these automated rules lets you make the changes in your account automatically based on the settings and conditions in the future dates for the futures. So let's say if you feel that your campaign is not performing well, if your ad group is not performing well, then what you can do, you can simply pause the campaign and the ad group by using the feature of automated rules. Now, we have multiple automated rules available in the account, which starts with campaign rule, then we have ad group rule, we have keyword rule, and then we have the long list of rules available. All these rules helps us to optimize the campaigns and to optimize the account as per our requirement. So these things are only happening as per the settings that we are allowing or that we are putting in the ad accounts. Now, let's go with creating three different rules. The first one will be enabling the campaign. The second one is a conditional rule, which means we'll only be pausing the non-performing ad group. And the third one is going to increase the bids only for the high converting keywords. And using these three rules, we'll be understanding and implementing the auto rules in the Google Ad account. And then how do you apply these rules? So you simply have to come into any Google Ad account that you have. You go to tools option, then you get into bulk actions, and from here you simply click on rules and you click on this plus sign. Now let's say we implement the action of enabling any of the campaigns in the account or maybe pausing any campaigns in the account. So what we can do, you simply have to click on campaign rules, the first option on the top. Then you name your rule. Let's say we name it enable campaign. Enable the campaign. Cool. Then we apply to a particular campaign in this account. Let's say we apply this tool to campaigns in the selected account or selected campaign. So we apply this tool to one particular campaign. We click over here and we choose any paused campaigns from this account. So let's say we apply this tool to Springtails display and we click on done. Now, once we click on done, let's also check what exactly gonna happen. So we choose, okay, so we select the campaign, then we first apply, we first apply enable campaign, which means we simply enable the campaign. We apply it only once in a live. When do we apply it? We apply it, let's say, on 8th of July. And let's check what this rule will do. Do we have a testing option? I don't think we have it. Okay. So every time this rule runs, I want to receive an email at my email ID. Let's preview this rule. Now, previewing the tool means what will exactly happen when this tool will run on 8th of July. Now, this tool will change the campaign status from paused to enable. So now you can see this tool is simply enabling the campaign, which you can apply on multiple campaigns in this account. And by this way, you can simply manage your campaigns. Then we have to apply the second rule, which is all about pausing the non-performing groups. Now we have to look into a campaign where we have multiple groups, but this time we only pause the non-performing groups in the campaign. So let's say we again click on plus sign. This time we apply the rule of ad group. So we name it ad group rule and we name it again as pause non-performing groups. And let's say we apply this rule to a particular campaign, ad groups in a selected campaign. All right. We only apply this rule to the Springtail search. Click on done. And now we have to set the condition. So the previous rule which we have applied was not having any condition. We were simply pausing the campaign or enabling the campaign. Now this one is only going to get applied on a particular condition that we apply in this rule. So we click on add condition, we click on add group conditions, then we click on performance. We get into, I just want to like pause the non-performing groups. We can apply it at different conditions of codes. Now I'm gonna check which group is generating the lowest conversion rate, and then I'm gonna apply this rule to that particular group. So I have to find out the option of conversion rate. Let's say we get into conversions, we go to conversion rate, and we use, okay, this one is greater than sign, less than sign, and we apply 5%, with the conversion rate is less than 5%, and we click on apply. So basically what you want to do, we want to pause the campaigns where the conversion rate is less than 5%. So we want to pause the non-performing groups in the campaign. Now we click on pause add group. Perfect. In fact, we can change the biddings as well, but then let's keep the action of pausing add groups. This runs, let's say, on daily basis somewhere. Okay, so if we apply daily, and let's say we run it somewhere in the middle of the day, in between 3 to 4 p.m. So what we are doing this time, and we also receive an email whenever we apply this tool. So what we are doing this time we are actually applying a rule on the ad group level where the ad groups gets paused by itself on the daily basis whenever the conversion rates, or for the campaigns, or for the groups in fact, where the conversion rates are less than 5%. So we are just keeping the high performing groups in the campaign and pausing the non-performing groups. We simply click on save rule, and then this rule also gonna get saved within the ad account. Perfect. Now let's talk about applying the third rule in the account, which is all about increasing bids for high converting keywords. So this time we click on plus sign again, we go to keyword rules, then we'll name it as increase bids. We apply two keywords in the selected account, of course. This is the selected account, which is Springtails. Now let's say we want to apply it for a campaign only. So we want to apply it on Springtail search. We click on done. Now we add the condition that we want to apply this rule to the keywords where the keywords condition is performance wise. Let's say we want to increase the bits, of course. So we wanted to increase the bits for high converting keywords. Perfect. Now the keywords where the conversion rate, let's say we go with conversion. Give me one quick second. I'm just going to find out a few options. Okay. So campaign condition, we go to conversions. We again get into no. Okay, conversion rate. So let's say this time we apply it to keywords where the conversion rate is more than, let's say 8%, which means these are the very high performing keywords. Apply. And what will happen? The keywords bid, let's say we increase the bidding of these keywords by 20% or 20%. At the same time, we want to make sure the keyword bidding does not go beyond 50 INR, for example. So what we are doing, let's say we are having any keyword in the account where the keywords conversion rate is more than 8%, and within this rule on the daily basis, let's say we run it every single day, daily between 8 in the night till 9 in the night, and then the keywords increase their bidding by itself. So what we are doing, we want to spend more on the high converting keywords just because we want to get more conversions. We want to get more leads. So in that case, we simply use this option, and we use every time this rule runs, we get an email, we save the rule, and that's how we are able to create 3 different rules in our Google Ad account. Now, People who are learning digital marketing or maybe Google ad course, I want them to implement these three exercises. And trust me, people, if you want to do these exercises, there are very high chances you will forget everything that you have watched in this video. So what I want from you is to make a campaign rule by in your account simply for pausing the campaign. Very simple, without any condition. Then make a normal rule in the account or normal automated rule in the account to pause the campaigns. I'm sorry, to pause the keyword in the campaign. And this time simply go with changing the biddings for the keywords. So you simply go with all these three exercises, and then maybe you'll be able to understand how to implement these auto rules in your Google account. I'll see you in the next video.